Episode of Pivy Does It All. Today I will be drinking wine in front of you and hoping that you ask me some questions because I have not prepared anything. And it is very hot where I'm at, and I am burning up. And the drinking of the wine has not helped. So I'm um, hoping that your questions will help me cool down. If not, I'm still drinking wine. So let's see what has happened since I last spoke to you guys. So I have evening. Hey Sunita, sorry. I've been drinking. Don't trust me. Hey, Sunita. It's great to see you. I'm sure you're wrapping up your blue hats, or you have wrapped up your blue hats for the season, and we'll be starting for next year. Um, it's great to see you. And I just really missed you guys. I really wanted to be on live this evening to just talk to you guys and see how you've been. And I'm gonna say "and" a lot apparently this live, and that's gonna be how that is. So yes. So something happened today that I haven't got to talk to you guys about, and that is the fact that I met my plastic surgeon for the first time today. For those of you who don't know, I plan on getting top surgery, which is where they take the tissue from the breast and they remove it, and they remove any excess skin. Um, so I have yet to talk to my doctor before today, and was able to meet my doctor, ask any questions that I had, and yeah, it was really cool. He was basically just like went through the risk, went through the rewards, went through alternative surgery alternatives, went through which there were none, um, and kind of went through it in a very like orderly, doctorly fashion, and he was very upfront about his experience in transgender care. And I think that it was comforting because I knew that he had some exposure, but it wasn't, you know, the most exposure that I could hope for. But I'm also living in an area where, unfortunately, there's just not a lot of doctors who are doing these surgeries. Hi, Daniel. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. I'm doing an Ask Me Anything, but I'm also talking about my experience with my plastic surgeon today. It's very early, so my sleep cycle is going to be all messed up. But it already was. So what are you gonna do? So yeah, so we spoke about some risks, and some risk would be blood clots and kind of blood coming into this area that's now empty, that was basically that, or watery fluid coming into the area. So they put drains for anyone who is like grossed out by surgery stuff. I'm sorry. So they I leave the hospital with drains. They said usually it is an in and out procedure, and then you go home and you sleep for the rest of the day, and you you are pooped. You're just really tired after that. I There weren't any surprises in talking to this doctor. Like I said, this is an ask me anything. So if you want to ask me a question, you can ask me a question in the chat. I don't care what it's about. If it's inappropriate, I just won't answer it. So don't be afraid to ask questions. If you have questions about trans care, living as someone who's trans, whatever, I don't care. I have been drinking wine and could give a flying fuck. So. Yeah, so it was really cool. It was really a positive meeting. What's the name of the wine that I have? So the wine that I have is called Corvella Cabernet Sauvignon. It is from Trader Joe's, and I bet it is under $5. So it's got this fun little lady on the front. I shouldn't assume genders. Person on the front. And yes, Corvella Cabernet Sauvignon is sustainably grown and harvested from the rolling hills of Paso Robles. Robles. Looks fancy. It's not, I promise. It's under $5. Isn't that funny how like wine can look really fancy and it can be just like really dirt cheap wine? We don't do fancy wine here. I really, really want to wear my beret from David at Bearded Yarn Dudes. But unfortunately, it's just too hot here. I'm barely struggling to keep the clothes I have on. So we're not gonna do this. But just know that I do want to be wearing this beret, and it's very cute, and I feel like a stylish Frenchman when I wear it. So but my doctor was really, at the very least, knowledgeable enough to say the right verbiage. And so, like, for example, like gender reassignment surgery has been kind of moved to gender affirmation surgery, because you're not reassigning someone like a different gender, like from nowhere. You are affirming their gender with this surgery. So he was very knowledgeable in that fact, and that made me trust him a lot, and made me, because like even in like the waiting room, someone was like, gender reassignment surgery. I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. I didn't think anything of it, but yeah, so I just thought it would be fun to get here with you guys, pour some more wine. what is my gender? So my gender is male. So I was yeah, I guess I don't need to explain any more than that, do I? Yeah, my gender is male. Thank you for asking. I use he, him pronouns. So if you're referring to me, you say he did this or he did that or he forgot to do this, something like that, and that is fine. I am not a woman. I don't identify as female. I don't relate to she pronouns and hers pronouns. I just don't relate. And that's cool too. So how do my family feel about my gender? So I think that their first reaction was just more of a surprise in that they did not see it coming, but they've been very supportive. They've been very great. They've been very just overall very like better than I could have asked for with it. So it's not really a big deal. I credit a lot of that to my coming out before as a lesbian. And so I was already in the queer community before I was um, open and out as trans. And so it really wasn't a big step for them to be like, okay, you're this sexual orientation to this gender identity. And I know maybe for some families it is a big step, but luckily for my family, they were very easygoing about it. They just wanted to make sure it wasn't an impulsive thing, and it's not. It's I don't want to say it's never an impulsive thing, but like very rarely is it an impulsive thing. Um, it is something that is so like sexual orientation is so it's such a hardship, I guess is the best word I have for it, to get through, to get over, to get past, blah blah blah, that like no one would like actively choose, I wouldn't think, this life for themselves. Um, but I don't know everyone. Um, I don't know everyone's story, and it doesn't seem to make sense to me. But just because it doesn't make sense to me doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to someone else. I don't know. My family was cool. Long story short, my family was cool. Um, they just want me to be happy, and that's all they care about. Hold on a second. Let me check this message that I got. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah. I've been really lucky. Um, it's easy to be like, it's easy to get into those moments where we think that like everything in the world is against us and everything is so bad, so terrible, and everything. And I'm like the first person to admit that I um, have those thoughts. But, um, they have been as understanding as they've been capable of. And I'm very thankful for that. Um, I, like there have been things that we've had to learn along the way. Um, the changing of my name and the changing of my gender identifier and my pronouns and things like that. Things like that have taken a little bit longer. Everyone is well intentioned, but just like getting people to say the right thing has been like moving mountains sometimes. And so that is just the reality of the subject, is that there are always going to be people who take a little bit longer to learn, who take a little bit longer to process that information. Um, and that's okay. I have to be I have to be okay with it because it's the truth of my life. And if I walk around and I am mad at everyone because not everyone realizes that I'm a man, I'm going to live this miserable life and I'm going to be so unhappy. Um, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So, um, I'm going to drink this wine for a sec. And I guess the ultimate lesson for me that I've had to experience is there are going to be people who misgender me based on my voice, based on how I look, based on how I dress, based on whatever, literally anything, anything in the world they could misgender me for. And I've got to have the tools to deal with that, because I can't just walk around being sad and or mad all the time. And you know, it's interesting because if someone is cisgender, identifies as the gender that they're born as, um, a lot of these things aren't thought about. Bullying my friend about being a man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your friend. Um, people, so I came out actually this year. So it was not something that I had to deal with in school. Did I have to deal with being an out lesbian in school? Yes. And I really didn't care what people thought about me. Um, I've had moments where things were a little bit more dangerous than others, but I don't regret being me at any point. And I'm proud of that, you know. And it also, to me, signifies that I'm on the right path. If I come up against adversity and instead of backing down, I just prepare for more, you know, and I don't know. I just like I don't know. I didn't deal with much teasing because I was so sure of myself, because I was so sure of where I should be. And sorry if my voice is scratchy. I am going through the throes of puberty. And yeah, I just, you know, I don't know. I never really had to deal with a lot of that stuff. And it was because I just didn't give people the time of day if they had a problem with me. If they had a problem with me, then that was their problem and not mine. And I knew that. I knew I was on the right path. And I'm really fortunate that that was my frame of mind, even at that young, to say, I was really young, but also at the point where it was like, you know what, I know who I am, and that's not changing anytime soon. So people can like it or they can't, or they don't, and I don't care. And when you have that mentality, bullies have a lot harder time hurting you. So that is my long-winded answer to that question. Let me reply to this message real quick. Give a thumbs up. I'm such great, so great at like chatting with people. Like thumbs up. Don't deal with it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're asking great questions, so thank you, Daniel, for asking questions and just getting to know me and my experience a little bit better. Also, side note, I don't know what to do with my hair. It's just got a mind of its own, and I decided to push it over to one side to hopefully like start to like let it quaff, because I want like, okay, so I want my hair to be somewhere between David Rose and Eugene Lee Yang from the Try Guys. And so I want to have that like that quaff that they have. But my hair is curly, which neither of their hair is naturally curly. So I am having to deal with that as it's growing in. And that's okay. It's okay. I don't feel like it's that bad, but I feel like I always look like I have bad head. I always look like I just woke up. And while most of the time that's true, it's not always true. So yeah. God, yeah, I want to wear this so bad. Wine? Did someone say wine? Yes, I've got wine. Michelle, come drink some wine with me. I'm drinking a lovely Cabernet Sauvignon. It was $5 or less from Trader Joe's, and it tastes like wine, so I'm happy. Yeah. Ah, Froggy! I got coffee. That's a better idea, especially for someone who may be working right now. Yes, I would not suggest wine. Oh, Froggy, I missed you both so much. I miss you all so much. I'm so glad you're here. If you hear the slapping of my thigh, it's because I'm wearing short shorts. And that's just what it is. So just wanted you guys to know that I did have pants on. But it is so hot in my apartment right now that I needed to downsize my clothing. I've been missing you too, Froggy. Oh my gosh, I miss all of you. I'm so out of the loop about what's been happening these days on the internet. Um, because I'm just so like, okay, here's the real tea. So I was gonna pour myself some more wine, but I literally have plenty of wine. I'm good on wine. Um, I have no hatred towards anyone. Look at people all the same on all aspects of life. I agree, Daniel, and I also agree that celebrating our differences is great too. So hanging with Shell, not much here, happening here. Happening here. Sorry, I've been drinking. Hey, Kenny. Welcome in. I don't know what went on with my voice right then. It was a really strange experience, and I can't explain it. I won't explain it because I have no explanation. So, sorry about that. Um, or not sorry. Um, you've been stepping on your words. Yeah, that happens. Wine. What you gonna do? Uh, finish my shawl, trying to figure out what to make next. Probably a bod cow. Ooh, that'd be lovely. Good for you. I have had crazy loss of crojo lately, and since I've gotten back from the beach, I have not crocheted. I've not even picked up a crochet hook. That's how bad it is. I haven't picked up a crochet hook to crochet a thing since I've gotten back from the beach. And not because I'm so relaxed and like zen, stuff like that. Let me tell you guys the truth. Um, so I have been really depressed lately. And sorry, there was a fly flying around my wine, and I was pissed off about it. I was like, no, fly, you're not allowed this wine. You're not allowed this wine. Um, I've been depressed, and I've been trying to deal with my depression. Um, in ways that I know how that are not that damaging. And one of the ways I know how to is to literally just lie around and not do a thing. And while this might not seem like the most productive, it is also one of the most what words am I looking for? It is also, this fly is bugging the shit out of me. It could be worse. It could be worse. That's what I'll say. And I don't know. I just like, I've been like, I wake up, I go to the couch, I don't move until I go to bed, and then I go to the bed. And that has been the reality of my last like week and a half. And I don't always feel this way coming back from the beach, or coming back from a vacation, but I do have like the movement of like from place to place has always affected my mood somehow, if that makes sense. Like, if I like go on a vacation, like the first 3 or 4 days, I am useless. I am just like dead to the world. Don't want to interact with anyone. Don't want to deal with anything. Whatever. And sometimes it's when I come back from places, like when I went to the beach, I had all this motivation. I was crocheting, I was making blue hats, I was making so many blue hats, for Hat Not Hate. And then like I just hit this wall of like, I can't crochet anymore. Okay, that's fine. I will just continue to enjoy the beach, which of course the beach is fun. And also, at the same time, my testosterone was peaking. This is after my first dose. And so my testosterone was peaking, and I like was like, I'm gonna do activities, I'm gonna surf, I'm gonna do all these things that I feel like I will expend positive energy, you know, out into the world, whatever. And should I drop a link? I feel like I'm gonna drop a link. But yeah, since I have been back, I've just been feeling a little bit off, a little bit. I just haven't felt really like myself. And I think that that's the reason why I no, no. Sorry, Restream is tricky sometimes. So I dropped the link. If you would like to come up, you are welcome to come up. Thank you for saying my voice is deeper. You know, I always love that compliment. It means a lot to me. It's not as deep as it was. I was sitting at a comfortable baritone level, and now I am not. I am back to a tenor level. So I'm just kind of like meh, but that's okay. So let me know if you are coming up. Magnum sea salt ice cream. That sounds delicious. So if anyone wants to come up with me, feel blah blah blah. Feel free to click on that link, come on up, and hang out with me as I consume some beverages in the form of wine. I am not presentable. Oh my gosh. Michelle, guess what I found at Harris Teeter? What did you find? What did you find? I can't wait to hear. Condoms. Is it condoms? Did I guess right? Sorry, you can't trust me in this state. Howling Cow ice cream. Wow, that sounds very good. Shell isn't decent either. Yeah. Should know, Michelle. Just not decent. Hanging around. Is the dairy at NC State. Oh, cool. I did not know that. That is very interesting information. I will have to search it out and try it. Although, actually, scratch that. Not going to try it because Derry and I, we have not been on a conversational basis in a while, due to the fact that it hurts my stomach. So, only certain things, like I can eat cheeses just fine, but for some reason, ice cream really does a number on me. So, but I would love to support them in other ways, like buying them for Mel. Only get Howling Cow on campus or at the state fair. Oh, interesting. Big cow on the carton. Really cool. Oh, cool. Love that. So how has everyone else been? We've been talking about me this whole damn time, and that is boring. So please tell me how you have been. And if the answer is not good or you do not want to get into it, that's okay. We don't have to get into anything that we don't want to get into today. I just want to know how you guys have been, and hope that it is well. So, look, my acne is starting to clear out. Pretty good, right? I hate to be like, I'm a good esthetician, but like, I'm a pretty good esthetician because I was breaking out all through here and my cheeks and like my forehead was like going crazy. Everywhere on my face was like acne. And I just decided to take control of it, use some professional products on my face. My face is feeling a lot better now. But we still have a ways to go. So it's looking better then, right? I don't know why I had to take my glasses off for that. Literally, acne is nowhere near anywhere. My glasses. I've just been drinking. La 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 la. I'm okay considering work is going well and they have been really good to me. Oh my gosh, I love that, Michelle. I love that work has been really great to you because you're awesome and you deserve every bit of it. So I like hearing that. I like hearing that this new company knows what's up. Do you guys mind if I unbutton a button of this shirt? You'll just see my binder. It's literally nothing. See, it's just my binder. Woo! It's so sexy. I told you it was gonna be stupid. Mal likes to think that I like to laugh at myself when I've been drinking. I don't know where she gets that idea. I don't know, but like, okay, I know I've been talking about this, but like, look how cute it is. That's a cute beret. That's a beret. Granny Square! Oh, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm in a beret made by the one and only David Browning, and I love it, but it is just too hot right now. It's too hot right now to wear. So I won't be wearing it much longer. I just wanted to give you guys a look. Give you a look. I had it because my head's already starting to sweat. Everything is sweaty. It's so hot here. So Dora, I miss you too. It was so fun getting to meet you. Yeah, that was really great. And that was some good shrimp creole. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I've just been talking about how I've been doing. I asked how everyone else has been doing, so feel free to answer that while I catch you up. I've also been drinking, so if the words that I'm saying don't make sense, I apologize, but that's just how it is. We're just gonna accept that as fact. But basically, so I met my plastic surgeon today, and I have the one he made me for my Tasmanian yarn. Basically, so I met my plastic surgeon today, and we talked about brisk, pros, cons, blah, 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 all of that. And it's still something I want to go through. We're going to meet in 6 months and talk about where to go from there. So the reason why we're waiting so long, so this is something I didn't talk about earlier. So the reason why we're waiting so long is because I've only been on T for 1 month now, or really 3 weeks, but 1 month, let's just round up. And most surgeons prefer to do the surgery, to do the be a hot and cold flash storm, not counting the wine. Yeah. Yeah. That's me anyways. So the hormones really have as they have less effect than you would expect. But so when I met you, I had I had my first shot, but I hadn't experienced any of the side effects yet. And since then, I've had my second shot and I've experienced the side effects, and they go on a little bit longer the second time than the first time, as opposed to the first time, I should say. So, yeah, so I really didn't know what to expect from testosterone and all of that stuff before now. Like, even now, I'm still figuring out things and figuring out how things will go. But I really want to crack my neck, but I don't think it'll crack. Nope, no crack. Okay, well, boom. Um, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. I think it means a lot to me to have anyone care at all about this journey that I've been on, and something that ultimately I chose for myself, because I thought I was surrounded by people who ultimately would not accept me. And that's not a reflection on you guys at all. It's a reflection on my preconceived notions. And they were wrong. And I'm so glad that they were. And I um I talked to my plastic surgeon today. We're gonna wait 6 months. So testosterone actually changes the muscle structure that you have in your body, and so it will change the structure of my pectoral muscles, which therefore would affect the surgery that I have to remove the excess breast tissue from said muscles. Um, so I, yeah, and it takes a while to do that. It takes honestly about 2 years, but some doctors are now saying that it takes 1 year. So it depends on what insurance will pay for and all this stuff. But yeah, so I met with my plastic surgeon today. I like met him for the first time. He was fabulous. He was fantastic, and he gave me a really realistic picture of what I should expect, and all of which was consistent with what I've heard before. So that is good. That is good. So I'm very happy to have had this consult. I'm gonna basically have to have the consult again once I'm ready to have the surgery, but I don't mind that. He is precautionarily, that's not a word, but I'm just gonna air quote it into existence, having me do a mammogram because I am too young to have normally done a mammogram. So he is going to make sure that there is no cancer within my breast tissue, and check that out. So I will have a mammogram. Things I actually didn't think I would say. So, for those of you who have had mammogram, let's just open it up. Let's just open up the floor. If you have had a mammogram, was it painful? I don't actually have any questions other than that. But I don't really, if it's painful, it's painful. It'll be painful and then it'll be done. It doesn't matter. Um, I don't know if I've talked about this a lot, but I really have been wanting this this procedure done, and to certain extents, right? Because like, so for those of you who don't know, I have been wanting a breast reduction for the last, I don't know, let's call it 7 years, but it's been more than that. I just haven't always had the words for it. I've just been like, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this. But it became the differentiating factor between a reduction and a mastectomy, which is what I would ultimately have, is that I realized that being a woman no longer resonated with me at all. And so it was like, okay, well, boom, boom, boom. I guess that means that we're going mastectomy. And it kind of literally was that quick of a thought. I don't know if it should have been. I don't know. I don't know how to do these things. There's no how-to book on being transgender or being gender non-conforming, or even not wanting the body that you have. There's no book on that. And I've been okay with that because that means I get to make my own rules, which I love. But it would be cool to have like some kind of guide. Some kind of guide. Not really, except the technician jamming her fingertail. Get away out of the way. Jamming her fingernail in me on the first one I had. Ooh, that sounds painful. Yeah. I stick around if you want. I have really dense tissue, so I'm actually really surprised that they decided to go mammogram on me, because I always thought that I would have to do ultrasound because of how dense my tissue is. Because my tissue's dense. My tissue, like the rest of me, is dense. And I don't know why, like, talking about boobs now is like something I'm gonna do. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But whatever. I look like a Jonas brother. My curly hair swept to the side. Whatevs. You know what? If you're here with me, you're having a good time, and you're saying, you know what, I don't really care what Ezra says. I'm just here for the ride and to see what stupid shit comes out of his mouth next. Cheers. Now my camera's all blurry. Okay, thank you. I was like, that's rude. I was like, I'm gonna cheers and then you're gonna get blurry. That's rude. But yeah, so like it's just a really strange world that we live in. And it's stranger when you're all of a sudden put into this category of transgender, when you're just like doing your own thing, you know, just been doing my own thing. Not that complicated, but I understand. You know, my own thing just happens to line up with a lot of other their own things and whatever. Write your own rules as you. Yeah, yeah, I like that, Granny. You know, I just want to say that being away from you guys has not been easy on me. And there have been a lot of times where I'm like, oh, well, I'll jump on, and then like someone else has like a scheduled thing, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't like bother someone else's live or something else like that. And I just, you know, I just appreciate you guys being here. And I did forget what I was going to say because I've been drinking wine. But I keep on blaming the wine, like it's the wine's fault. It's my fault. I'm just thankful you guys are still here as I come back, as I get reacclimated to being on live and being on YouTube and doing all this stuff, even though I'm not crocheting, which I thought was the main draw to me, which in hindsight, I'm a really bad crocheter. so should it really have been what I thought was the main focus? I don't know. I mean, like, look at this beautiful stuff I've made. Look at this beautiful rainbow beret. It's tragic. And look at this little baby Ezra. The sparkles. Yeah, I don't know. I just like, you know, the thing is, you know, I worry about other people's lives for a couple of reasons. One, I never want to step on anyone's toes. Like, I was very fortunate to get the following that I have due to other people and due to other people sharing my page. And so I'm very thankful for that. And I never want to step on their toes. And I also don't want to step on anyone's toes that, you know, I respect and I love and I appreciate and I look up to. And, you know, they got to where they got to by being live so frequently or being available so frequently that, you know, it's important for them to get the viewership and whatever. I don't know. It's like YouTube is this whole, I don't want to say bureaucratic, but it's this whole like hierarchical. It's a hierarchy. There we go. Place, and I fall below the totem pole. And I'm okay with that because I just want to hang out with the people that I hang out with and talk to the people I talk with. And, you know, as people come in, that's nice. That's great. If they don't like me, that's okay. They can go somewhere else. I've always wanted this to be a place where it wasn't about the numbers. Because one, like, I don't care, and two, I can't think like that. It's depressing. Honestly, like, if you have a YouTube channel and you look at the numbers, um, hey Jenny, I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. I know you've been trying to be available for my lives, so thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I don't want to step on other people's lives, because I know that for them, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people, it's their income source. And for me, YouTube has not been an income source. Just to be transparent with you guys. And you know, I don't want to trample on anyone else's ground. I think there's space for us to all have our ground, and to share and to connect with people, and, you know, cross connect and whatever. Like, I think networking is unlimited, but I never want to be someone who goes on when someone else is on and, like, takes viewership from them. It's just something about me. And so I've been very, very careful about that. And I don't know, it's just a fact. So I went on a little bit of a rant, so sorry about that. Didn't mean to. It happens. But I missed you guys. And that's no joke. That's not like anything. That's not anything. It's just me saying I miss you guys. You guys are a important part of my life. And you know, while that sounds like kind of crazy or maybe silly or something like that, you're working on some crochet pattern. No, I haven't been working on any crochet patterns. I have been not crocheting at all. As a matter of fact, I've just been, I don't know, kind of depressed, Jenny. I look so sad today. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the wine. It's the wine. Let's have some more wine. I'm not sad. I'm literally just talking about what has been going on in my life and around me. And no, no, I'm honestly not sad. Why are you depressed? You know, so Jenny, I have a chemical imbalance in my brain. I'm bipolar. And sometimes, without reason, without cause, I'm just depressed. And right now is one of those times. And I haven't wanted to crochet, I haven't wanted to create, I haven't wanted to do anything really in that time. So it'll pass. I just have to let it pass and honor it and appreciate it for what it is. And that's it. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate that. And I love you too. I love you, and I love Froggy, and I love Jenny, and I love Mater, and I love Sunita, and I love you all so much, so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do love you guys, and just having you guys here makes me happy. Even if I don't have a smile on my face, it makes me happy because because we're like-minded people. We get each other. We get it. And Jenny, if someone's mean to me, usually it doesn't matter. People will be mean. That's their problem, not mine. Occasionally it gets to me, but not often. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys where I'm at. And if anyone's mean to me, I know Jenny, I'll sick you on them. I know you'll take care of them. No one's been mean to me. No one's been hateful. No one's been anything. It's just the fact that like I'm going through mentally a harder time than normal. And that's okay, because life isn't like this. Life is like this. And sometimes, for some people, life is like this. And I'm one of those people where life is like this. A little bit more high and a little bit more low. And oh, Jenny, you're so sweet. Oh, I knew it. I knew I knew it. I'm sorry, that kind of makes me want to cry. Jenny, you're so sweet. And like you all are so sweet. I'm really lucky to have the family that I do. And you guys are my family. When I say family, I mean chosen family. People that I've chosen to be in my family. And I was interviewed by David Browning. If you don't follow David Browning, follow David Browning. I don't know what you are doing. Follow David Browning. And he interviewed me for a Monday Men or Men Monday. And he said, I've received some hate, but I imagine you've received more. And I was like, honestly, I haven't. And to think back on that now, I haven't received a lot of hate because I choose my family. I choose my family that's around me. And you guys are in my chosen family. So if someone was hateful, you guys would handle them before I even got to them. I wouldn't even have to worry about them. You guys you guys are just so thoughtful and so sweet and so considerate and so protective of me that I don't have to worry about people like that. And I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I don't have to worry about the hate that David described. And I choose you as family. You guys are part of my family. So I think let's get off this topic. It's gonna make me cry. And my nose is already going. And talk about how awesome you guys are and how appreciative I am of the fact that after almost 2 weeks, maybe more than 2 weeks, I don't know, away, you guys are still here being champions for my talking, my work, mostly my talking, because I don't do a lot of work. And oh, Brittany. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Um, you know, I know you guys are good people and you guys will have my back and something that I don't take lightly. So thank you for that. Hey Candy, welcome in. I just want to tell you personally, and I'm looking at the camera intentionally. I am speaking directly to you. Candy, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I am happy that Donna did not suffer. And I am sorry for your family. And I wish you nothing but the best. Avery waved at you on the TV the other day when I was watching a replay of you. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm drinking wine. I'm getting really emotional. I'm talking about how you guys are so important to me and um how much you mean to me. I mean, I can't explain it. I choose you as part of my chosen family, and I think that we all have to navigate these YouTube streets, as Kelly says, um, have to navigate these YouTube streets to find people who are genuine and find people who are real and authentic. And Kelly's authentic, Dana's authentic, David's authentic. You know, everyone I know I've met is authentic. And I've met them. I've met some of them in real life and they're authentic. But, you know, just having that family around you, that people you think you don't know, but they know you. It's just a really special thing. And I'm really thankful for it. And after all my time away from things, it's great to come back and just be received with love, because honestly, like, I don't know what I did to deserve this. I don't know what I did, but I'm really thankful for it. And I just really love you guys, and you guys mean a lot to me. So, we've been talking about some heavy topics. I want to hear some good news. Someone tell me some good news. Let me hear some good news. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenny. But you know those assignments and those classes that you're taking, they will only serve you well in the future. Think about future Jenny and think about how happy she'll be once she's completed those things. You can do it. I know you can. So tell me some happy news, guys. I just want to crack my neck. That would be so great. Oh, man. You have about 70 some subscribers. That is awesome, Granny. That is awesome. Everyone, if you have not subscribed to Granny Square, go subscribe to her. She is awesome. She is kind. She is talented. And she is amazing. You're halfway to 1K subscribers. I know. And then I get to pick this whole thing. I just have to scream. I get to pick who gets 10 clover crochet hooks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go to my video entitled 1K, I said 10K, I think. 1K subscriber giveaway. Make sure to comment on that video and you will be entered to win 10 clover hooks, authentic clover hooks from Amazon. I got mine from this and they are authentic, they are real, they are quality, they are fantastic, and just make sure to enter to win. So I have them on my desk waiting patiently to be won. Oh, I love you so much too, Granny Square. It was so nice to meet you. It just was like it was a pleasure. That's all I can describe it as. It was a pleasure to meet you, and you know, it was a really nice day with you and David. So, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I'm going to continue drinking this one. Donna gave me a set of clover hooks. I will never lose them. That is so fantastic. And I'm so glad you have those hooks to remember her and your special bond together. And I can give you an extra set of clover hooks if you want. All you have to do is do what I said before. And then you don't have to worry about them because then you can have an extra set. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We need to be on the Good News Express. Hold on one second. Let me respond to this message. Sorry to be all a hot mess for you guys. but sorry. Okay. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay. In India, COVID-19 is going downward, is the happiest news, and schools are going to open soon. That's so great, Jenny. I'm so glad. I know the Delta variant has been so strong in India, and I'm so glad to hear that it's going down in India, not just because you can go back to school, because it means that more people are safe. So I'm so glad to hear that. Um, I'm just so glad. I'm so glad to hear that this is becoming less of an issue for people. Sorry, David. Mail to you. Oh, Granny, don't, Granny, don't swear. Granny, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Candy said, I have tomorrow off of work. That's awesome. Avery has learned how to spell her name. She is 1, so cute, and 2, so smart that like it was really an honor to get to know her. And I just like I honestly was so happy she was there, not because I didn't want you and David there, but because like Avery's just like a light unto herself. And that was really special for me. So thank you for bringing Avery, and she's great. I rescued some yarn and a bunch of wreath making material that need to be rehomed. Oh, great. So earlier I posted the link to come up into the chat. If you would like to come up into the chat, just let me know. It's totally fine. We'll make it work no matter what your situation is. And yeah, it'll be fantastic. So thank you guys for being, you guys are so awesome. I can't even explain how amazing you guys are. You guys are really in a league of your own when it comes to just being amazing people. I'm gonna drink this wine. For reference, for people who really want to know how much it takes to get me drunk. I've had 2 Moscow Mules and 1 or 2 glasses of wine before this. So what are you gonna do? But now I have the bottle with me, so I can't help it. I just brought the bottle of wine in with me. Okay, so I'm going to talk about something that maybe, Jenny, you aren't quite ready for. So, right here. Oh my gosh, it's my puppy. This is where the wine bottle is. It's open. How you feeling, baby? Drunk. Oh my gosh. Love you know I have like half a glass of this one. Wow, you're getting cut off. I'm getting cut off? Wow. Can you open another bottle of wine for me? You have another bottle of wine for me because I got half glass. Babe, you're out there. You're living the dream. I mean, unless you want to entertain people. I mean, like, enough. Enough. But, like, I'm going to get help now before I need help. You get ready, I'm going to stay ready. Okay. Get ready, yeah, stay ready. Yeah. Okay. So, Mel has decided to not open wine for me, so I have to open wine for myself. Okay, I have a comment. Yes. You know how you've been pulling this thing up? Yeah. So, what happens? Yeah. Is that there's nothing to catch the drip, and it drips on our counters. It's a drip catcher. It does catch a drip. Black Mountain. Let's go. I haven't tried that one, I don't think. Okay, so I shouldn't. Small village, I have to go to big cities to get yarn. I know we need to send Jenny some yarn. Where's Jenny from? Jenny is in India. And she has a hard time getting yarn. So we all need to collectively work together to send her some awesome yarn. Ice yarn be cheaper for her to buy that? No. What? Because ice yarn is expensive for everybody to buy. Basically. Right. But I appreciate that you know about ice yarn and it makes you more attractive. Yeah? Okay. 1 second. I don't care if it drips on the counters, it's just easier. Okay. Because you don't clean the counters. True. Okay, so we can do some figuring. Send me an email so we can do some figuring. Okay, I don't have much yarn to give away unless I'd wine. Because I'm just like at my capacity right now. Your wife won't let you give away wine. Yeah. Also, my wife won't let me give away yarn. She doesn't care about that. So sweet, Granny. Mel is. That is precious that you know about ice yarn. I know, isn't it great she knows about ice yarn? She's perfect in every way. Also, she's been the bearer of dealing with my ice yarn orders. Dealing with everything. Dealing with everything. That's our newer one, isn't it? Yep. I like it better. When did we buy it again? I remember it being new, but I can't remember when it became new. When did we buy it? There's some place that had a lot of colors. It's Bonnie. We bought this. Where are the places we've had wine? It's not the places we've had wine. It's like places.
Did we
Is it IKEA?
did we buy this when we were visiting your parents? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I wanted to like sneak drink one.
Mel, I'm sorry that we did not get to meet you the other day.
Me too.
At Square and Square.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Andrew.
I'm sure Ezra told you my medical affliction I had happening. Okay. You took the last bottle of wine. You can.
No, finish one and then top yourself off. I'll take the bottle of wine.
You may top me off. I will allow it.
Now I'm making breakfast for me and my brother. Oh, that's so nice, Jenny. You're so
This has to be
sweet.
Jenny still, or someone having like a fourth meal breakfast in the States.
Wow. Is that good?
Healthy poor.
I mean, it's reasonable for. It is healthy, but it's reasonable. Okay, guys, coming in with another bottle of wine.
It's like I don't do live anymore, but when I do.
When I do, I am hammered. Love you, babe. Bye. Okay. Okay, so now that you guys have seen me interact with another human while I am inebriated, you should see that everything's fine. I have a pink object. Froggy, you'll love this. And I have a beret, which makes my head sweat. This is honestly so cute and so sweet. I really appreciate it from David. Don't I look like a fashionista? I don't know what the male version of a fashionista is. I did not. Okay, let me get a good look at it. It's hard for me to see in this live, Jenny, admittedly. So, Buddy Holly. I know, it's really surprising because I seem so sober. It's crazy. Hashtag beautiful. Thank you very much. So, Jenny, if you're not following David Browning, Bearded Yarn Dudes, you need to, because he has amazing patterns and amazing content. And he interviewed me, which should be amazing enough. And he made me this beautiful beret. He just is like a beret, a crochet maverick, I should say. So, if you want to follow someone else in the crochet community, then definitely follow David Browning crochet. Sorry, David Browning, Bearded Yarn Dudes. GQ. I don't think they did that in GQ, but I don't care. Can someone give Jenny David's channel link? I'm not good at that. I'm just gonna say I'm not good at that. to do makeup tonight. It feels a little bit late, but it's not. It's really not that late for makeup. Would you guys watch a makeup video? Let me know. God, I'm really feeling myself in this beret. Jenny, don't worry about it. You just do what you gotta do, and then come back. And if I'm live, I'm live. If I'm not, I'm not. I don't know. Don't worry about it. I won't worry about it if you miss them. It's okay. You got the most important parts. Lots of love. Lots of love to you, Jenny. That's my heart. Made it for you. I feel like the last 30-ish minutes have really taken a turn for my inebriation, but I don't care if you guys don't care. If you guys don't care, I don't care. So let's keep going. Am I right? Wouldn't it be cool if I had just facial hair right now? I've seen people use mascara and like make facial hair. Let me go get some mascara. Let's just make some facial hair. Okay, making facial hair. Into a French artist. Ooh, I've been drinking. You know that moment when you just realize, like, wow, I've been drinking. Oh, that would be so sweet. I would love that. I would love a picture of Avery. So the most mascara is on the tip. It's kind of a dried up mascara that I've been using. Makeup or something. I don't love this facial hair for me because I don't want a goatee because my dad has a goatee and I really have been trying to avoid a goatee my whole life. I want a mustache, but I don't really want this. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that junk? Okay, I'm gonna dip in, get some color. I got your text message. I haven't read it yet. I feel like that just looks dirty. What do you guys think? It's just dark. Okay, I don't love it. Let's just be honest. I don't love it. I feel like this side is just too. It's a little bit better. This side's a little bit more natural. A little bit more naturally patchy. And that's cool because most men have naturally patchy beards. Some places where it goes a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner, a little bit. Excuse me. Now, wouldn't it be easier if my facial hair just grew in like this? I think it would. Not like that. So, if you guys wanted to know where I got my ideas of masculinity from, I would say largely gay men, because I'm not a manly man by any means. Let's be honest. Like I'm not a manly man. But that's okay, because you don't have to be a manly man to be a man, right? And so I have received a lot of my information based on gay men, specifically more effeminate men. A big inspiration of mine has been David Rose from Schitt's Creek, and I have taken a lot of inspiration from his androgyny, um, from his femininity. I don't know, whatever. But also the way that he is still definitely male and taken away from his masculinity as well. And so for a lot of people, having me transition from female to male to effeminate male to drag effeminate male, because I want to do drag, has been difficult for people to understand. But if you understand kind of the steps along the way, they're not too hard to understand. From, and I don't remember exactly how I did it, but from male, from female to male, that is the biggest step. So if we break it down into other steps, where I, one, am an effeminate male, that's like the big step, right? Because I am taking something that's typically masculine and making it feminine, but I'm not female in that. It's challenging. I'm gonna go along with this facial hair number that I put on my face. I don't love it. I don't even like it. Jenny, I truly believe that we are meant to meet. And I believe that one day we'll meet in person. So don't give up that dream, because I won't either. Okay. But having me be an effeminate person. That's not hard because on the side of masculine and feminine, I'm more effeminate. And um um so like I like I like having this because it feels like, oh, it's masculine. But what I want to do is cover it up with makeup and put more on it because I am an effeminate male. I just like being on the feminine side of male. And it doesn't mean that I want to be feminine and female because I don't want to be female. That's just not me. It's cool. It's not me. That's cool. But I want to be on the feminine side of male. That sounds like me. This is what gives my parents a headache. This is what makes their mind go like. Because I want to be on that feminine side of masculine, of like masculinity of male. And I just want to be different than I was born, and that's okay. So I hope you guys learned about masculine and feminine and male and female today because I didn't. And I really appreciate you guys just being around because honestly, again, you guys supporting me means the world. Even if I have bad facial hair on, even if I look like I just dipped my face in dirt, I really appreciate it. And you know, it takes a lot to be accepting of someone who is like me. And even if you don't feel like it takes a lot. And by you doing it, it means a lot. So thank you. Thank you for that. I want to thank you guys for being around after I was gone for a little hiatus because I was on vacation and because I was depressed. I'm so depressed, but I'm working on it. I'm trying not to be depressed around you guys because honestly, you guys make me so happy to be around. And like, I got chills saying that, but like, I wish I could say it in a way that wasn't depressing. Like, you guys make me feel like life's worth living. And thank you for that. And if you don't want to be here for whatever reason, that's cool too. You don't owe it to me to make me feel that way, but thank you for doing that. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for showing up to this live. It means a lot. So, with that being said, I love you very much, and I will talk to you guys later.